and then the other side just they jumpered that to the ground. It was something stupid. I'm sitting there like, why do we have two wires coming into the, like, it's literally, like, if I just do, oh look, it worked! Alright.
Somebody clearly didn't understand.
Oh, if you read I'll try to find that wiring diagram for you, and I'll send it to you, you'll be like, huh?
Rusa.
Come here, you jerk. Come here. You nugget.
Oh! Bruce and Bruce.
Amazon delivered a package when I was leaving to go to that doctor.
Yeah.
And I was sitting in my truck. The guy like stopped in front of my house, backed up, pulled in the driveway. And I'm sitting there just watching him. And the truck's on, he's got one of the electric Amazon thing. And then walks up to my door, drops it off in the driveway. Okay, you can just stop right here. It's not like this truck's quiet when you're, yeah, it was, oh man. That guy, whatever, dude. Thanks.
I know the answer, Keenan, but I'm going to ask anyway. You want something to eat?
I already ate today, thank you. I had my meat and potatoes. Goodbye. Just sitting there like, alright. Could have just ended here, but whatever. Alright, whatever, man. Do you, boo-boo. That's gonna get a hell of a check.
What?
Last year I had a lot. There's no guarantee of overtime.
Right, right. But that's what they have to do.
I should have just told everyone, no, my knee pain's too bad, you gotta put me at workman's comp right now. Your fault.
No, this is not Bruce's food.
But I'm the baby. Have you guys tried the trick I figured out? To make him calm down? Where he freezes when he's freaking out.
What do
You
you
pick him up by his front. Oh.
No.
Pick up his front legs.
It wasn't very athletic of you, Bruce.
What do you think I am, a Malinois?
Used all his athleticism out in the pool.
You have a pool? You have a pool? Yep. I thought we were supposed to be getting like thunderstorms this week. Is that this weekend?
Well, when it gets this hot, there always have a chance of a pop-up. But other than that,
I saw that when I was at
The old pop-up.
when I was at the VA, I saw like they had the weather up. I'm like, oh man, if this goes south, I'm just calling off this. Got in the truck. It was like 106 in the truck. It was like, nah, that's not a good number.
no. Yeah, I don't see any rain possible until Wednesday evening. And that's only a 40% chance.
I thought I saw something like Saturday. It said the end of the week. It was like the last day of the week or something on that.
Thursday afternoon, there's a chance. But not much of a chance.
Okay, what?
Oh, Saturday
Yeah.
evening, 6 p.m. That's what they say now.
No, you'll be good, Kale. You'll be okay. Oh, if I do never get any one person.
Yeah. That's Bruce.
Some lady dropped off our wristbands today. I guess they had like a beach cleaning this weekend.
Oh.
Like my knee was out of commission after my Thursday, Friday job.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a knock on my door. I'm like, what the fuck's coming to my house? Everyone, the only person I can think of is like Jim. And I'm like, I go to the door. I'm like, why is there a random woman staying at my door? She's like, I have your wristbands. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, that Thursday, Friday jobs. They finally did. Oh, they finally the surgical center on Hoffman Estates.
Mm-hmm.
They finally approved that cooling service being cooling for 3 years. And me and the engine tech take the water pump out. That's the impeller on the water pump.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I have no idea how that thing passed at a load bank.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, I have no idea how that thing has been cooling. So, yeah, like, we did that. We did the oil cooler. He did the overhead twice because he was thrown off by something that was on the engine. One of the old timers like, you should probably use it. That thing was put there for a reason. You should do that. I was like, it doesn't make sense though. Like when I'm on A, either both valves on 1 or 6 should be loose, and only one on each of them is loose, right? Well, you're assuming whoever did it last did it right.
Right.
Like that's a good point. So like when he came in Friday, he's like, I gotta redo the overhead. Like, well, I still got a bunch of shit on my side I gotta do. So
So have at it.
and then we got everything filled up. I'm like, cool, let's run it. We run it and I walk over, I'm looking, I'm like, God damn it. Shut the thing, I was like, what? I'm like, and fuck, that gasket was toast. Because we had to loosen a bracket, and loosen 2 bolts that were on a plate to get the oil cooler out. And we're like, maybe we just tighten them back up and we'll be fine.
Maybe not.
Yeah, and he's like, I guess we weren't fine.
Right.
And of course, the branch doesn't have the gaskets. Phil doesn't have the gaskets. Pat does, but he lives in Crown Point and they're at his house as do not inventory gaskets. Art doesn't have them because he gave all of his gaskets to Sean. Sean threw out most of them because Art had like a giant box of them. Andrew didn't have any. Apparently, like they used to have a toolbox at our other shop that just had like random gaskets. Like if you bought like a whole upper end kit and you didn't use a couple, they threw them in there. Apparently, the branch threw all those out. So then I was like,
You know what these are?
Jim didn't have it. And then, so like we were like, alright, well, our only option is to go get gasket paper and cut our own gasket.
Right.
So I sent Nate to go get it. Me and the engine tech started taking it apart, clean it and everything. Like, and the engine tech was like, that's like a 60% chance that it works. And in my experience, I'm like, thanks for the confidence boost, Chuck. And luckily it worked. We had to drain the whole system again and refill it again. Oh,
Besides, you don't carry yeah, making.
I've never had to. Plus, you don't go to like any parts store and get it.
Oh, that's true. It's not like it's.
And we have a P card, so as a field tech, we just
Right.
yo necesito. Nate bought 2 different kinds, so I just took the second kind
We're not too
that he had. Yeah, that whole thing. We even found pieces of that water pump in the oil cooler.
Oh, jeez. Do you want to go out?
It was wedged in one of the little tubes.
Do you want to go out, or are you just looking for something else to eat?
I'll let you know when we find them.
What's up?
Just tight.
You want to go out?
Katie Terry Savage wants to know She used to go to our dentist.
Mm.
Joe actually went to the Chicago, Dr. Backus's Chicago office since he was a kiddo. And then,
That's a haul and a half.
what?
That's a haul and a half out to Chicago.
Yeah. Well, he lived in Chicago.
I remember we used to have to go to Skokie.
That was, well, not Skokie,
Yeah, it was like I remember we had to go
Niles,
to like
Dr. Draws.
Yeah, Niles or Skokie
Yeah, it
or
was
something.
Niles.
And you had to walk down that long hallway, and there's like a wall that and there's just one light in a dark room. And it was creeping me
Am I
out.
getting waterboarded or am I getting
It was creepy. I was like, this is weird. This doesn't seem like a doctor's office. It seems more like a CIA torture chamber.
Howard, you don't know what the name of this plant is, do you?
I bet I'd be willing to bet if I told Mom that. She's like, how the fuck do you remember that?
Because it scared the crap out of you. That's
I
why.
remember going to Village Square when I was like 3, and that creepy animatronic, like, lumberjack thing.
Do you remember when we took you to that, when we took you guys, this is Hannah's memory. When we took you guys to that nursery that had, it was in the fall with pumpkins and stuff, and it was Halloween, and they had like this thing you climbed through. And it was real dark, and I told Hannah if she didn't come, I don't know, I told her something, and she was,
And it triggered the memory.
oh, no. It upset, she said, you were in it with her, and did you say something to her? Or maybe you said, I don't remember what it was, but she remembers it, and that was like her big traumatic thing. I got in trouble for
The
that.
dark wasn't really ever crazy scary to me.
Maybe that's what it was, you said something like, cause she went through, it was like you, Nolan, and her, cause I probably didn't make Cassie do it or something, which pissed her off.
You don't have your plant thing anymore?
No, because it did that bullshit of,
Yeah, right.
I hate that. It purposely doesn't tell you because they want you to buy the app. They let you only
Right.
have so many, and then it's like, if you don't buy the app, then you're fucked. What is with that stupid ass dog? Did you hear him?
That robot
Yeah.
is such
What
a...
robot?
I said
And Village
robot.
Choir?
No, they had an animatronic or like a stuffed thing like at the entranceway, and his head was like this big, but his body was like bigger
I
than
don't
Uncle
remember
Bud.
that. Do you remember that, Howard?
No.
That Village-
That's the
it was
only
at
time I
Village
was at
Choir.
Squire. The only time I ever went to Village Squire. I was like, what the fuck is that? And then I saw all the animatronics that used to be at like Disney and Chuck E. Cheese. I'm like, no wonder my fucking generation's filled with anxiety.
No, the best is they said the charcuterie boards are because you guys grew up on Lunchables.
Lunchables.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
They said that's why the charcuterie boards became popular.
What's wrong? Why are you stuffing your head in my chest?
No,
What? Hi, yeah. Hi.
sent me a message.
Oh, he wants to get rowdy. Tell you about that. I mean, like the head and chef engine back, like laughs so hard he almost crashed the tugger. He was having a rough day. Him and the apprentice had just replaced like an engine harness, and they were still having a problem. Like one of the other guys was like, hey, can you push this truck in? It's got hydraulic brakes, so I have no brakes. And so like I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm around. So like I went out there because I had to give him a snap-on socket to get warranty on it. So I was out there, I'm like, yeah, I'll hang around. So he starts pushing, I'm staring at him like, that truck has no brakes. He can't connect air to it because it's hydraulic. If that thing starts fucking off, like, and there's no power and that engine doesn't start and it's hard Armstrong steering, that guy could go into the building. And I was like, hey Brian, it might be a good idea to try and like attach this like to each other and use this as a braking thing, because the pusher's like 30,000 pounds. He's like, yeah, I was just thinking that too.
What?
He's like, I was just thinking that too. So the other guy got out while they were, because they had to wait for something. And so they're like, well, we have a tow rope. So like, they were trying to figure out how to do it. I'm like, you got a pry bar? I don't think it's coming to prove, but you could shove it through the eyelet and shove a pry bar in there. It ain't gonna go anywhere. They're like, yeah, that's a little too long though. So like, I wrapped it around the bumper and then like, sent it through the eyelet, pulled it through itself, shoved the loop, and then pulled that through itself. He's like, yeah, but that it still could come undone. Like, and Morgan hands me her pry bar. I'm like, it's not going anywhere now.
Rusa.
And I was like, I'll just walk with it.
What does he want? Bruce, what do you want?
He wants to play.
You,
He was trying to get rowdy with me.
what did he do today?
Yeah.
And he was like, so good. Like he told me, what the hell was it? And I'm like, you're so good. It was something
What?
that he wanted. Do you have to go potty? Do you want to go for a walk? You want to go for a walk? Or do you want a greenie? Do you want a treat?
He just got a greenie.
Oh, you got a greenie already? You can't get another treat.
You said it, Mom.
You can't get another treat. You're the treat boy.
So I told Brian, like, he's like, I'm worried I'm gonna run over the strap. I'm like, I'll just walk with it. And then if it starts running away, I'll just let go. I'm like, I don't think Cummins would approve of this.
Right.
This is the safest way to do this. So then it looks like I'm taking a truck for a walk.
Mm.
And then they start hitting a little hill. I'm like, oh shit, I see it like moving away. I'm like, oh, she's getting rowdy. And I throw it, and Brian stops. And I can hear him laughing. He's got his head resting on the steering wheel. It's like, did you just say that thing is getting rowdy? I'm like, yeah, it was getting rowdy, man. She started running away. He's like, yeah, that's probably why it's probably not a good idea coming in shop. Nothing's gonna get done.
Look at you, spoiled boy.
He's got something.
I think these are
He's got like a
fuzz on his butt or
yeah,
something.
something.
I think these are pepper trees.
She looked. Emmett posted a
That picture,
of
isn't she beautiful?
She's
I can't get it.
she looks like Batman with those ears.
She's so, her ears turned out really good they really worked hard on getting those ears, you know? They did a good job. That was a pain in the ass to do that. Well, it's 90 at 7 o'clock. I feel like I live in Florida.
142 down there.
Boy,
I should have asked Mom, like, what is it down there? It's really nice. It's 82 with 105 city humidity.
Yeah, Naples was pretty much gonna be what we were today.
but see, here's the thing. I don't live in fucking Florida. I want
Are they sure he doesn't
75.
have like any boxers?
What's our average supposed to be?
In the 90s this week,
No, average for this time of year.
probably high 80s.
No.
Mid to high 80s.
Not yet.
Are you guys sure he's not like part boxer?
I'm not sure of anything.
Because I feel like he tries to use his front paws a lot more than a normal dog. And the only dog I've really ever seen do that is a boxer.
What?
All the using his front paws to like grab things and stuff. According to weather.gov. According to weather.gov, what? 30 months, what? Oh, date. In June, the overall average is supposed to be 70? Oh, 1991 to 2020. The average temperature is usually 70 degrees.
That's the average. What's the average high though?
The
Average temp is.
high is 80.4.
It's only 80.
So it is, wait, it's what, 80?
Yeah.
It is 80.
What's CBD?
I didn't think it would be that high.
Cooling degree days.
Precipitation 4.
I think our dew point was 72.
July is 84. August is 82.
That's the killer. Dew.
Our dew point is currently only 63, which is still humid.
I swear to God it was 72 when I looked at
Oh,
it.
it could be. Because that's when you get in the 70s. That's when you can get thunderstorms.
Explains them. I've had a headache all day.
The pressure is falling.
What's that mean?
That can mean storms.
Wait a minute.
Down the way.
It's trapping!
I've had a headache all day. I figured there's some sort of that swing this weekend.
It says our air quality is good.
What?
Our air quality is good.
It wasn't earlier.
Right, but it is now.
Yeah, because the humidity's not 74.
Your next full moon is Friday.
Our what?
Full moon is Friday.
Yeah. And we get to be summer. And we're officially summer on Thursday.
Right.
I think the temperatures lately would disagree with you in that we've been in summer for quite a while now.
Right.
It sounds like the Captain Crunch from the Women Group. You ever see that one?
First, my teeth just hearing that.
Captain Crunch routine.
Still chewing it? It's something that lasts. Oh, good.
I was doing that the whole time. Yeah, there you go. That's what it sounds like. quite a bit of YouTube things. They're doing like YouTube only bits now. I think it's one of the third ones. It's Blue Man Group. They're doing a bit where they eat Captain Crunch.
Oh,
But it sounded like what Bruce was doing with his phone. Those were good shows.
I always wanted to go, I never went.
They're good shows to go to. We did one in Florida, and then we've done the one in Chicago like 2 or 3 times. The one in Florida, his dad cranked over a bunch of seats in front of a fat dude that was sitting behind us. They were cool though. I still don't know what would be best. Cause I think we sat like in the back on the ground floor, and we sat in the balcony seats. I don't know what would be the best one. Cause up in the balcony, because at one point they would like take all like this toilet paper and like turn the strobes on. So if you're in the balcony, you can sit down there and see all that going on. And I think the first 3 rows are the splash zones, so they give you like ponchos to wear for the whole show. Cause you might be hit by paint or.
Oh, they give you the ponchos?
Yeah, they leave
What
them on
about
the
the
seat.
people?
No, they leave them on the seat.
That's nice, I thought you
Because when
just
you
bought
buy it, it says like you are in the splash zone.
Right, right. But I thought they just gave them, I thought people just bought them themselves. Like they
No, from what I remember, they would leave them on the seat.
That's fine.
I'm sure that people would sue them like, you ruined my clothes. Like, well, why didn't you bring a poncho? I spent $400 on tickets. You can't give me a fucking poncho?
You should read the back of your ticket.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, they did. The drums with the paint were always the cool one. And the tubes. They added ones that did like cell phone apps. Yeah, they have like 4 screens and they have like different apps and they walk through the phones and stuff. It was pretty. They have that one on YouTube. But like the Blue Man Group channel on YouTube, they do like only YouTube performance type things, and they started collaborating with like other artists. They just released one with like some. Apparently, there's like a 22-year-old girl out of Germany who's like the top like dance music DJ in the world right now, and they did one with her. They did one with like they had like the famous Japanese drumming people. They tour the world and
Yeah.
like that. They did a collaboration with them, and they showed them that kind of deal. Did one with like Pence and like teleporting with some other famous artist and stuff.